do is use my platform in an irresponsible way. And I'm not going to just like make lazy content and regurgitate what other people say. I'm going to take the time to meet the people that are being affected, and I'm going to hear their stories, and I'm going to report what I can report, and I'll do what I do. And
hi, beautiful people. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope everybody is having a fantastic week so far. I cannot believe how fast these days are going by. It's like, where has this year gone? It has just flown by. And I thought I would insert these pictures to show you what a beautiful view I had from my back porch yesterday, that I even had to go to my garage to get a bigger picture of what the sky looked like. It was absolutely amazing. So things have been so busy around here. My middle daughter is in a senior year of high school, and there is so much going on. I don't remember my oldest son being involved in so much. And when it comes to my oldest daughter, her senior year, oh shame, my poor baby, her senior year was actually cut short because of COVID. Now with my middle daughter, I'm experiencing it all. She's involved with so much that I have to keep her on track and grounded and remind her about her own well-being and not to burn herself out. She is such a hard worker. She's such a go-getter, ambitious, and there's nothing wrong with that, but her mental health is still number one priority. She, you guys, will be turning 18 years old on Friday. I'm getting old, you guys. And let me tell you this bit. A few months ago, I was actually cleaning out my closet, and I was going through and rearranging my filing cabinet, and I came across a letter that she wrote to herself in the 3rd grade, and on the envelope she actually states, to be opened when I turn 18. So that's going to be exciting to see on Friday. What did her 3rd grade self tell her 18-year-old self? That's going to be exciting. And after that, we will be in full birthday planning mode for our baby. I cannot believe in over a month she'll be a year old. It is so crazy to think about. It was like just yesterday she was born. So let's get into this video, but before that, my usual disclaimer. Please do not take what I say as fact. Feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusion. A huge thank you to Balls 2.0, Llama Girl, the Without a Crystal Ball Reddit, Without a Crystal Ball versus Without a Crystal Ball, allowing me to use your videos and their screenshots. Once again, I am truly grateful to them and appreciative of all the work that they put into to actually catch Katie Joy in all her shenanigans. So once again, thank you so much, and all their links will be linked down in the description box. Here we are again. Without a Crystal Ball has been served with the cease and desist, and it seems as though she feels that she can work her way around it, or maybe she's just going to totally ignore it, because Without a Crystal Ball, as we know, feels that she is the smartest person in the world above everybody else, and maybe she feels this is no big deal. So a week ago, Without a Crystal Ball posted this. Fundy influencer and home church leader Karissa Collins called out after church member arrested for CSA. Social media influencer and controversial home church leader Karissa Collins is getting called out after a couple in her home church were arrested for child endangerment and essay of a child continuous of a child under 14 years old. According to court records, Makeda Wilson Jr. and Sarah Fulmer of Decatur, Texas, was arrested on 10/21/2023 after a warrant was issued by Wise County 271 District Court. Makeda Wilson is charged with continuous essay of a minor under 14. Sarah Fulmer was charged with endangering a child causing imminent bodily harm. The couple was bonded out the next day. A $75,000 surety bond was posted for Makeda. According to a former member of Karissa and Mandre Collins' church, the couple had received counseling from Karissa and Mandre. The abuse of the child was allegedly discussed in these sessions. However, no reports were made to police by the Collins family. Multiple former members alleged that Karissa and Mandre told the group last week that they posted the bond for Makeda and Sarah, and they are proclaiming the couple's innocence. A former member said, pay attention, a former member said the couple was told to pray the abuse to stop, and that the alleged abuse of the child by Makeda was a demonic attack. On Facebook, a member of the group called out the arrest and cover-up of the alleged crimes. They wrote, For anyone lying on these people's behalf, saying that they are innocent, the truth will come out, and I pray and hope to God it does for those innocent children. For people to be leading churches and Bible studies and having millions of followers just to lead them into destruction is absolutely disgusting. God will judge you when the time comes, and I hope and pray when that time does come, you have changed your ways and repent. No one deserves this, especially those children. So stop trying to protect your image and do what's right. If anyone has a problem with me stepping up and calling people out, then you can go ahead and do what they have already done and block me. Proof right there that they are guilty. I do not care to be liked. I only care about what is right. Please feel free to share this and spread the word. Then she also posted this. Karissa and Collins at center of SA cover-up scandal are tight with Shaquille O'Neal. Jealous much, Katie Joy? Because in my opinion, it's been your life goal to be associated with famous people and to be popular too. So just an observation. Off the bat, what has their acquaintance with Shaquille O'Neal have to do with anything? And secondly, let me point out with our crystal ball's vindictiveness and deception. But before that, let me be very, very clear. In no way am I defending or coming to the defense of this Makeda or Sarah person and what they are being accused of doing. What I am getting at is without a crystal ball going after Karissa Collins specifically, because she despises her and, in my opinion, highly envious and jealous of her. And Katie Joy does have some beef with, or had some beef with, Karissa Collins in the past, which we will also get into. And the reason I say Katie Joy's vindictiveness and deception, according to her post, she says, according to a former member of Karissa and Mandre Collins' church, the couple had received counseling from Karissa and Mandre. The abuse of the child was allegedly discussed in these sessions. However, no reports were made to the police by the Collins family. Wouldn't one call this hearsay? Did, without a crystal ball, the self-proclaimed journalist / reporter, the one that has stated or refers to herself as multiple, as though she does have this whole ass team behind her, did they at Without a Crystal Ball reach out to Karissa or Mandre Collins to get their side of the story, or even in a comment? Doesn't seem as though, because if she did, she would not have been served a cease and desist from the Collins. Now, moving on from that, Katie Joy herself has stated in the past that she does not use her platform irresponsibly.
Do is use my platform in an irresponsible way, and I'm not going to just like make lazy content and regurgitate what other people say. I'm going to take the time to meet the people that are being affected, and I'm going to hear their stories, and I'm going to report what I can report, and I'll do what I do.
I would definitely say this is lazy content, and absolutely you are regurgitating what other people say because you did not do your due diligence. You didn't meet with the people. You went after and included Karissa Collins and her husband, who has no part of this horrific alleged crime, and included them off of hearsay and highlighted Karissa Collins because they are well known with a large social media following. If you did due diligence or even acted in a responsible way as a journalist / reporter would do, you would not be sitting with yet another cease and desist. And you're damn right, you are doing what you do. And that is going after people whose beliefs do not align with yours, and especially, as you call them, the fundies. In your mind, easy targets, people that will not retaliate to you, that you can harass, demean, belittle, humiliate, embarrass, and all for money. If you did not know, Without a Crystal Ball and Karissa do have a history, but let me start off with who Karissa Collins is if you're not aware of who she is. She is also an influencer. She is married to Mandre Collins and they have 10 kids. Their kids are absolutely gorgeous. They are followers of the Quiverful ideology, so that last fact about them would tell you or give you an idea why Without a Crystal Ball has an issue with this woman. Moving on. A few years back, Katie Joy and Karissa had a bit of a run-in with each other, but I'll let Without a Crystal Ball explain that to you.
I did a post on my Instagram and she got really upset at me, and she was basically sending everyone to flag my YouTube channel and my Instagram and my Facebook. And then out of the blue, when I basically made a post on my Instagram and Facebook and said, like, listen, stop reporting me, like, please, your fans are going nuts on me. She said this: I just wanted to apologize for reporting you and hurting you. I see that a lot of people attack you, and I know how hard that is. I honestly just wanted to be a blessing to you tonight. I have a boutique and would absolutely love to gift you some shirts if you like the style. I feel bad for causing you so much drama and hope you accept my offer. I just head on over to, and then she shared her items, and then blah. And then she said, hi, Katie, just checking on you. You're on my mind. I hope you're doing great and feeling good. I'm here if you ever need to talk. Okay, so I never responded because I was a little bit scared. I did not take her up on the offer.
Karissa, the Fundy, as Katie Joy calls her, actually extends an olive branch by sending Katie Joy a gift. Katie Joy felt the need to, in my opinion, wanting to belittle her, embarrass her, humiliate her by making a video and opening this gift, and this is how she went about it.
Hey guys, it's Katie. It is not every day that you get a gift from a Fundy. And when I'm talking a gift, I mean a present in the mail from a Fundy that may or may not adhere to any sort of requirements in the United States in the middle of a pandemic. Now, because this is from a Fundy that many of you know, I feel like I need to open this on camera, but I've had to prepare myself. So what I've done is I have taken a full gown. I have gloves, medical grade gloves, a mask, and goggles. Medical grade gloves, a mask, and goggles. Now, anything that I've opened in here will be immediately going into a washing machine, or it is going into the garbage. So let's get started. The gift comes from courtesy of Karissa Collins, the Collins family. The lady that has 8,000 children on Instagram has sent me a gift. Here's what it is. A color block sweatshirt. Which will go into the washing machine. And something with animal print on it. Oh my goodness. I did not order anything, you guys. This is a complete surprise. Covered, it looks to be a leopard purse. Is this my Fundy starter pack? I didn't know that the Fundies wore animal prints. I'm pretty sure she just sent me a Fundy starter pack. So I'm gonna go shopping in my Fundy starter pack. Is there a band in here? Okay, that's everything. And there's a letter. Hi, Katie. I'm here. Have a great week. I'm here if you ever need to talk. Therefore, as you received Christ Jesus the Lord, so walk in him, rooted and built up in him, and establish the faith just as you were taught, abounding in thanksgiving. Rooted in Christ Boutique. Did she do this so she could get a free promo on my channel? Oh my gosh, you guys. I got everything sanitized, and now it's time to sanitize myself.
If you pay close attention, she's not using hand sanitizer, she's using hand soap.
Is it possible to like sanitize every inch of your body? I feel dirty. I know those Fundies do not like to take care of themselves, so we're good. Okay, so Karissa Collins, who has an Instagram page, she's got like 3,000 million children, and she has a lot of people that criticize her and her parenting choices and her just life choices and her over-the-top faith. She believes in faith healing, and she's just a riot. I can't decide how I feel about this. Shock, awe. I mean, she sent it to my house, not my P.O. box. But is that weird? If you covered a Fundy and then they suddenly sent you a gift, how would you react? Would you like it? Would you hate it? Would you wear it? Now, someone in my comments on Instagram said that sometimes she likes to send gifts to people that persecute her. Do you think that's what she's doing? Do you think she's trying to get an upper hand on forgiveness? Or does she really feel bad that she nearly took my Instagram page down and mass reported me, but I was able to restore? Does she feel bad that she mass reported my Instagram and now she wants to feel better? Or I feel like she's trying to convert me. I feel like she's trying to send me to her cult. I feel like I need some more hand sanitizer for this, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm close to joining the cult and I'm really scared. I need some hand sanitizer. I need to really digest what this was all about. Karissa Collins, 46,000 followers on Instagram, has very wild beliefs and is all over the place and is a infamous fundy blogger sending me gifts to my home address, not my P.O. box. And now I feel like I need to put more cameras outside. I mean, I already have a lot of cameras. Maybe I need to put out more. Do I need to find more security? Do you think she's gonna show up at my house with a Bible? Do you think the next gift is a Bible? There's no Bible in there. What do you think about all of this? Tell me in the comments below.
Without a crystal ball claims to be an advocate. If you know about advocacy, or maybe know someone that does advocate, I personally have never come across an advocate that humiliates, embarrasses, degrades, or belittles the people they claim to advocate for. She went out of her way to make this video. Why did she feel the need to open it on camera? Why? Without a crystal ball, should be the last to be talking about hygiene.
I'm not sure, Kiki. It was really literally up there on a Q-tip. I always have a lot of Q-tips to fix any of my smudges. All right.
3 days later.
What Karissa Collins did by sending a gift and an apology speaks volumes about the type of person she is. Classy, considerate, thoughtful, humane, things Katie Joy will never be, in my opinion. And most importantly, remember when somebody posted a picture of an empty lot of where her house is now built? She went ballistic. And to this day, she still plays victim in regard to that. Karissa sent a package to her home, and as you heard her state, not her P.O. box, but her home. What is up with that? This is absolutely despicable, disgusting. To go out of your way to humiliate, embarrass, and belittle people because Katie Joy just does not agree with what their beliefs are, because they chose to have multiple kids, because she does not agree with the way she raises her kids. Absolutely unacceptable. If she was a true advocate, she would not be doing shit like this. Let's not forget how she mocked Michelle Duggar. I still do not agree with the awful mother that she is for not protecting her girls, but does she deserve to be mocked? Absolutely not.
Hi everyone, it's Michelle Duggar and I am joyfully available. A lot of people ask me, how do you keep track of your kids? And I tell them I use this book. This book has all the notes on all of my children. For instance, Josie likes lima beans and Jackson likes frogs. And Jill likes a naughty boy named Derek, and we don't like Derek, so we kicked him out of the family.
Katie Joy cannot take accountability. When she gets called out, instead of just apologizing, moving on, she doubles down. She deleted the post about Karissa and her husband, but also I wonder if she went and sent a message to Shaquille O'Neal. Oh well. I think this was on her Instagram, which she posted. Under the laws, journalists and reporters have a right to report on matters of public interest and concern. An arrest or amend for alleged CSA is a matter of public concern, especially when the man is on public platforms in videos and images of public figures and faith organizations. A cease and desist does not change the facts that a man was arrested in Decatur, Texas on 10/20/23 on charges of continuous CSA of a minor under 14 and is facing 25 years to life and was bonded out on $75,000 bond. She obviously confirmed that she was sent a cease and desist. Does it really make you feel important, Katie, to refer to yourself as a journalist/reporter? Because how many times have you said in the past, you're not a journalist, you're not a reporter, people refer to you as that, but you don't think you are?
I've never said I was a journalist. I've never, people will refer to me as a journalist, but I don't have, training in journalism.
I actually did not go to school for journalism. I wanted to, though, but I didn't.
I don't consider myself a journalist.
So, which is it? Is it when it suits you best? Or is it just when you're facing a lawsuit?
I've been targeted frequently by some people that I think are just up to really not so good things. And so sometimes those people don't like me reporting on them. But one thing that we've been trying to prove to the court in all of these, because there's been a series of them, is that I'm a journalist and I should qualify what's called journalistic privilege in the state of Minnesota.
Just curious. After last week, she actually received the cease and desist. She deleted post and she began posting again about the situation, to which she states, last week, Without a Crystal Ball reported about the arrest of a man who is friends with an influencer. Doesn't everybody know who she's still talking about? Obviously, she's talking about Karissa Collins. Decatur Wilson Jr. was arrested on October 21, 2023 by Decatur Police Department. Through a Freedom of Information request, Without a Crystal Ball obtained a copy of the arrest report from Decatur Police. A separate FOIA request has been made to Wise County Sheriff's Office. On October 20, 2023, Decatur Police was notified to BOLO for a Chevy Malibu registered to Decatur Wilson Jr. by Wise County Sheriff's Office. The office notified them that the agency had just issued a warrant for Wilson's arrest. According to the report, Wilson had just been at the CPS office and left despite the warrant. Later that day at 21:15, a Decatur officer spotted Wilson's car. They ran the plate number and determined the registration was expired. Officers turned on their light and followed the car to a gas station, the report states. Wilson immediately stuck his hands outside of the window and stepped out. Officer Young approached Wilson and placed handcuffs on him. She doesn't even do her own proofreading. Wilson informed Officer Young that he knew that he had a warrant and was in the process of driving to the sheriff's office to turn himself in, but wanted to stop to get a drink first. Officer Young informed Wilson that he was being placed under arrest for the warrant out of Wise County. Wilson was then booked in Decatur and transferred to Wise County detention. Despite receiving a cease and desist related to this matter, the arrest did happen. The warrant indicated Decatur Wilson was charged in SA of a child under 14. All allegations are merely allegations, and all people are innocent until proven guilty. Decatur Wilson was released on $75,000 bond. Without a Crystal Ball has requested records related to his jailing and bond release conditions. A week after his release on the charge, Decatur Wilson was featured on a YouTube channel reading the Bible. Stay tuned. You see how Katie Joy gaslights people? Nobody was disputing the arrest of this fucked up individual. People were calling her out for the mere fact that she decided to use Karissa Collins in her postings, made her guilty by association. Of course, in her posting too, she also stated that according to a former member of Karissa and Mandre Collins' church, the couple had received counseling from Karissa and Mandre. The abuse of the child was allegedly discussed in these sessions. However, no report made to the police by the Collins family. Pay attention to what she says, according to a former member. How does this former member know what was being discussed in these sessions between this couple? Why didn't that former member report this? This, at the end of the day, is all hearsay. Then, She posts, new details into the arrest of Makeda, Mark Wilson and his wife Sarah Fulmer have emerged. Without a crystal ball, spoke to representatives at Wise County Sheriff's Office who provided information on how the cases are managed in the county and what to expect in the coming months. To get this information, I wonder if she told him that she's a journalist/reporter, or she just told him that she's a YouTuber. According to Wise County Sheriff's Office, the following information was provided. Once a police report is filed, the report is sent to sent to an investigator. The investigator can determine based upon the initial report if more extensive investigation is needed. The initial investigator will typically forward the case to a supervising investigator who can conduct a more extensive investigation, including collecting evidence, interviewing victims and suspects. If a warrant is necessary, they will apply for a warrant. Warrants are issued in cases where the crime is significant enough to public safety. Once a warrant is issued and the suspect is arrested, Wise County books the suspect into jail. The suspect is arraigned by a judge and given a bond. All suspects are given a bond unless they are rearrested on a felony they've already committed. Suspects can post bond through a bond surety company. They are then released pending trial. Wise County Sheriff then forwards the investigation details to the Wise County District Attorney. The DA has 90 days to seek an indictment on the charge through the grand jury. If a suspect is released pending trial, they will have a future court date. The court is waiting on the indictment before this is determined. Once the indictment, the defendants will go before the court, enter a plea, and the judge can determine if there will be a bond. The sheriff's office stated that some judges will hold defendants pending trial if the crime is a threat to public safety. At this point, both Mark Wilson and Sarah Fulmer have been arrested. They were released pending trial. A formal indictment has not been filed, but is likely in the next 90 days. All individuals on bond are required to adhere to conditions, and bond surety companies are responsible to make sure that the defendant makes all court appearances and maintains their conditions of release. Then she goes on. Sarah Fulmer, aka Sarah Wilson, appeared with Summer Day on Faith Revival 5 days after her release on bond for child endangerment. She and her husband Mark Wilson were both arrested after Mark was accused of continuous CSA of a child under 14. According to police records, the couple were arrested on warrants after meeting with CPS. They do not have custody of their children at this time. In this interview, Sarah speaks as though she is still with the kids. She also admits to putting God before the needs of her children. She is innocent until proven guilty and has not been formally indicted. She has pled not guilty and was released on $15,000 bond awaiting trial. Hashtag the more you know. Hashtag Decatur, Texas. Hashtag CSA. Hashtag church. Hashtag goals. You meant church, Katie Joy. Church. 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 All jokes aside, what she did by calling out Karissa Collins and her husband on hearsay is absolutely wrong and so dangerous. Also, Katie Joy thinks that by her reporting on the Josh Duggar situation, it gives her credibility. Even by her stating or posting how she reached out to the sheriff's department and found out all that information, does she think that gives her credibility? Does she think that redeems her from all the fucked up things that she has done to Karissa and her husband? She's trying to paint everyone in this group, organization, cult, whatever you want to call it, with the same paintbrush, and that is just wrong. According to Katie Joy, all these people, they may belong to different denominations, groups, organizations, whichever you choose, but according to Without a Crystal Ball and her reporting, they all belong to cults. And as she has reported, for example, during the Josh Duggar situation, like the Halts knew about the fucked up things that Josh did. They covered for him. She, in my opinion, is giving the same perception about the Collins. And her followers could believe the hearsay that she's reporting on. And they could believe that the Collins did in fact know about these alleged crimes, and they tried to actually protect these people. Where does that leave the Collins family? I don't care what their beliefs are. Their safety is just as important as anyone else. The facts matter. Katie Joy herself didn't do her due diligence. She didn't reach out to them. She ran and reported on what someone told her or what she read on a posting on social media. She, in my opinion, is absolutely reckless, irresponsible, and negligent. This is exactly what has gotten her involved with all her lawsuits to date, reporting on what others tell her, not going and doing her due diligence, and then when she is held accountable legally, she wants to claim she is a journalist/reporter and wants journalistic privilege. No, Katie Joy, you are just a YouTuber, and in my opinion, you found what makes you money and a following that thrives off listening to you to validate their feelings. You have not learned a damn thing, and the only time you will learn is when it's too late, when you are held accountable, when you lose everything. Family will have to suffer because of your stupidity, your stubbornness, your pride, your ego. No one else will be to blame but you, period. I do not follow Karissa Collins, but call her out for the right reasons, for what you see and what you know for a fact. Unlike Without a Crystal Ball, that has tried to make her and her husband guilty by association, that used Karissa Collins as image, face, to gain followers, to become interested in the story. That's the way I see it. So you guys, that's it. Thank you guys so much for listening. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please let me know what you guys think about this. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Please be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And don't forget, make good memories. Bye guys.